Hello, everyone. This is just a mic check to see if you guys are listening to me properly. If you can, please comment on the YouTube conversation. Thank you. Great. Thank you so much for verifying the sound. We will start in 2 minutes. Let's wait for some guys to join in, and then we'll start in shortly. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining today at IEEEmadC mobile application development contest. That is.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining today for coming up and working on the time and agreeing on a time so that we all can have this small presentation. So without any further ado, let's get started, and let's the people can join in later on, and the video will be recorded and shared on YouTube, so they can always go back and listen to what we discussed here today. I am using multiple windows at the moment, so I'll not be able to see your comments as they come in. So just let them be there, and we'll try to respond as soon as I see your questions in the conversation. Okay, so let's get started. Before that, just a quick sound check again. If you are getting my voice, please say yes in the conversation. Some people, they were asking that there was no voice. Also, there is a 10-second delay in broadcast. So whatever I'm saying, there will be It will be with you after 10 seconds. That's something new which I learned from the YouTube, and so you have to bear with me if I don't respond properly, and or I respond a bit late, or if you get your answers a bit late, that means that there is a lag, which is in work while we are discussing all of this. Okay. Um, so there are Haya al-Barghouti, if I said that right. So these guys are getting sound. So please check your microphone, and please check that the live button on your bottom left of video has a red dot with it. If it is not red, please click on the live button, and you will be connected to the live feed rather than any previous recording. Okay, so getting things started, my name is Ehsan Faruqi, and I am basically IEEEmadC Ambassadors Coordinator since 2017. I'm also serving as Industry Relations Chair at IEEE Islamabad section, and for IEEE Day, I am contests lead this year. Last year for IEEE Day, I was the Ambassadors Coordinator for 3 countries. This year, I'm serving as the contest lead. Besides that, I held quite a lot of different activities in IEEE, and starting from 2010 when I became a member, all the way until today, which is 2018. Okay, so today's agenda will include a brief overview of what IEEEmadC is all about. There's some history of IEEEmadC, and how are we going to go by in next years. So we'll also discuss ambassador roles, their responsibilities, their reportings, their targets, who are ambassadors, what are they going to do, and you guys will listen to it, listen to the responsibilities which we are going to perform individually, and there are some collective responsibilities for every one of us that we'll be working on together as a team. Okay. Similarly, for the contest details, we'll tell you what the contest is all about, how the contest will go by, and in the end, there will be some questions. For questions, I'll suggest you should not wait until the end. If there is any question, just post it in the comment section, and we will respond as soon as possible. Okay. So the first things first, what is IEEEmadC? MADC stands for Mobile Application Development Contest. So the teams can be between 1 and 3 members. A single person can also form a team. 3 members at max, they can form a team. Who is eligible for it? Every student is eligible for it, whether he is an undergraduate student, he's a graduate student, or a PhD student. They all are eligible for this IEEEmadC contest. And obviously, you can win valuable prizes. I'll just share the details of the last year's prizes, and you'll get an idea what the prizes will be. So, mobile application development, why is it necessary, and why is the need for it? So if we see today, many of our works are controlled by mobile phones, including your day-to-day learning activities, including your there's a concept of smart homes now. You can control almost everything in your home just from your mobile phone, and that's the power of it. That's the complete processor in your hand, which is running a software that is intelligent enough to that you can program anything on it. So just for example, Android works over Linux. So your mobile phone, your Android mobile phone is basically running a Linux machine that has Android on it. And that's something which is very very interesting with these mobile phones, because these mobile phones, they're so powerful that in the coming years it is expected that they will be replacing the normal control system. So the control system which will be directly on your mobile phone. So it is very important to invoke the idea of mobile application development among the students at this stage, at this very stage in which we are. So that's why IEEE has agreed to work on IEEEmadC. We are also recognized by IEEE New Initiatives Committee, which is, by the way, a new committee for IEEE, which sees and approves the proposals for the new and innovative efforts. So IEEEmadC is one of the proud projects that are incubated under New Initiatives Committee. So the contest goals, obviously, they are the first and foremost goal is the number of mobile applications related to IEEE in students. We have to increase the number of that. The applications in this contest, yeah, so this is very important. So applications that will be developed in this contest, they should be focusing on these parameters. Either they should benefit IEEE in some way, or they should be benefiting technology, science, or education somehow. So you can go and see the previously made apps on IEEEmadC's website as well, and have an idea of what the applications are like. So you don't have to, make a very generic mobile application. So they should be focusing on IEEE, technology, science, or education. This is basically the scope of apps this year. The third is to encourage and educate students to develop mobile applications. This is another thing which is very important. So for that, we have to be on the top of our, you have to be, so for the third part, educate and encourage students, there is an idea and education phase, which we have kept, which is just going on and right now. So the basic idea behind this phase is to collect ideas from the teams, as well as to educate students. Educate them how? We'll talk about that in a while, but to give you a bit of an information, you can arrange seminars regarding regarding Android or iOS development, or any other platform development as required or as needed by the students. You can also hold some webinars. You can also provide them some course materials. There are quite a lot of free course materials available online for Android development. You can educate your students, and you educate the students at your section through these resources. We will also be sharing some resources on our page, so please stay tuned to IEEEmadC Facebook page and just to see more about these activities. Okay, so there are some questions. Let us just go with that. Okay, so yeah, so Sarang is replying to the questions. Then it's fine. We can move along. Okay, so promote. Yeah, so last contest goal is to promote IEEE activities and benefits. Okay, so promote IEEE activities and benefits. So once we are doing something which is global and which is backed by ambassadors, I think it's very important that we also tell them what IEEE is all about, what IEEE does, how IEEE works, and what is this vision of IEEE behind IEEEmadC. So you guys should be looking into that as well, so that people know what IEEE is, and what is the benefit of joining IEEE. You can get so many details on membership development using membership development portal of IEEE. So you guys can have a look there, what IEEE activities are and what are their benefits, and you can tell people about that as well. Okay, so what platforms are supported? Any platform of your choice. So some of the logos here you guys might not even know of, like PhoneGap or BlackBerry, because they are very obsolete. But we support all mobile platforms. You never know which mobile platform which developer is using. So we support almost every platform, and Windows, especially if you see, so the most of the part people will be participating in, we know that will be iOS or Android or maybe Windows. But if somebody wants to develop in some other some other platform, we are up for it. We are open for it, and all you have to do is, while you're submitting your idea, you have to mention which mobile platform you'll be using, so that we might know that what is the worth of your idea on that platform. Okay, so this year for ambassadors, we got more than 400 applications from all over the world, and we selected only 215 of them. You can find the link on the slide, where you can have a complete list of ambassadors, and so you can find other ambassadors from your country or your area, and you guys can work together to bring something good from your country. And hey, you guys are lucky. You guys came into the top 215 ambassadors. Actually, this 215 number, how did it come? So we had a very small criteria. We had small criteria of what an ambassador should be like, and all those who were in that criteria, they were selected. So heads up, and congratulations to all of you for being selected in these 215 ambassadors. So what ambassador would be doing with us is, number one, he will be spreading the IEEEmadC awareness in his section or her section. So I wrote the word section here and not your student branch, because it is quite possible that your section might have quite a lot of student branches, and you might be the only one from that section, or you might be one of the 2 or 3 people that are selected from your section. So your MATC awareness should not be focusing on your own student branch, but it will be focusing on the other student branches as well. So it's very, very encouraging and very helpful from your side if we get maximum participation from your section, and not to focus on only the student branch from where you are. Then you guys have to organize some workshops and lectures in the ideas and education phase to basically educate people about mobile application development. And this can be done online, this can be done in person, any way you think it's better. And I'd prefer that you organize that in your own local language. So for example, if most people in your country, they don't understand English quite well, so it's quite possible to organize something that is in their local language, and with some local speaker, so that they understand the idea and they get educated effectively. We plan to organize a bit of things like and not organize, actually we will plan to create some education groups on Facebook or something, so you guys will be you guys will be notified about that very soon, so that you guys can share your ideas there, you guys can share your resources there that you guys have created in the education phase, and it will definitely be a a crowdsourced learning platform that we're going to create through IEEEmadC. These promotions and flyers, so everything which is required by for the promotions, I think it's available on in the kit that we already shared. So even if you are not happy with the kit already shared, you can create your own MADC promotions and flyers, and you guys can distribute it among the students. There is always a question that is asked, that is there any financial aid for these posters and printing? So I think Sarang will be answering that. Yeah, he answered that just now. And we don't have individual branches budget, but we have been funding national events and the congresses. Like for example, our representatives were in ILC in Tunisia and the Turkish Student Young Professionals and WIE Congress. Okay, and and obviously it's always good to have a promotion stall set up in one or two universities. So the one or two universities, they're very helpful, the promotion stalls, because because there you guys can tell more about IEEE. People can come to you, people can see how you guys are working and how you guys can help them getting getting up to the IEEE prizes. And these promotion stalls can also be set up at different congresses. So if there is any national level event you have, so for example, in Pakistan, we have Pakistan Student Young Professionals and WIE Congress. Even in India, they have an All India Student Young Professionals and YP and and WIE Congress is there. Sri Lanka has their own. Tunisia, they just had a YILC. So all of those events, they can be covered with a promotion stall of IEEEmadC. And for that you can, so if there is a national level event for which you want to set up a stall, just email us and we'll try and we'll see if we can provide you some funds for the promotion. And finally, creating and distributing promotion materials. That's very important. So if you don't agree to what we have, or if you don't see the IEEE distribution kit, very helpful, especially in those countries where English is not spoken. For example, if you guys speak Spanish or French, so obviously you guys have to create some flyers and brochures in your own local language. But please do save all of that, and I'll tell you what we can do with these creations that you will be doing this year, and they will definitely be helping other ambassadors in the next years to come. So I'll just tell you in a while how we're going to use your promotion material, or the promotion material that you will create in the coming years. And if you realize the top 5 comments, or top 5 points on this slide, they expect things from you, that you and what an ambassador will be doing in his individual capacity. And the last point is what you will be getting in return. So an ambassador is not paid for his job or for promotion of IEEE. So what we can do is, we can so an ambassador, what he can do is he can just report his events properly so that we know that you are working. So there are 215 ambassadors, and if somebody is not working altogether, he should be different from someone who is doing everything, who is doing everything on time, who is doing a very good job in their own respective section. So please do tell us what you're doing. Even if you've arranged a seminar and only 5 people came to that seminar, please do report that and take a lot of pictures, post them on Facebook, and make that Facebook post public so that
we will be sharing it from our MADC, IEEEmadC Facebook page. So what you have to do, you have to report everything what you have been doing on the form that we have provided. I'll just tell you on the very next slide how you are going to report all of that in a while. And without proper reporting, I will not be able to provide an IEEE Ambassador certificate to you, because we need to make sure that we only provide certificates to those ambassadors that are actually working, that are, so they were, if they were selected and they did not do anything, then I don't see a point of giving them an IEEE certificate. So to summarize, you have to spread awareness, IEEE awareness in your section. You have to organize workshops and lectures in ideas and education phase, which is just going down now. And you have to promote through stalls, through flyers, and you can always create your own promotion material. And whatever you do, you have to report it. How you have to report it, we'll see in the next slides. So these are the individual goals. These are the goals that every ambassador has to do individually. Even if you're working together, even if you're working in a team of 3 or 4, the reporting is individual. So if there are 5 ambassadors from a section and they are working in harmony with each other, they still have to report their individual activities, so that we know that every one of you is working, every one of you has some role or some part, or they are playing some part in promoting IEEE in their respective sections. So those were the individual goals. These are the collective goals. So the first point on this slide is just emerged from the conversation that we were having on WhatsApp just 1 hour ago, that there should be a central repository for all the IEEE graphics, videos, etc. So whatever you guys make to promote IEEE you guys will be provided with a central repository link where you can upload your graphics, your videos, your designs, and so that if anyone wants to have an idea how an IEEE graphics should look like in maybe Spanish language, or maybe in Urdu language, or maybe in Hindi language, or maybe in French or Spanish or Portuguese, or whatever language you speak, if there is graphics available in that language, I think that would be very helpful for that. And obviously, if there are some very good graphics, we might use it for our IEEE promotions for the next year, and we will obviously be providing you or basically giving you the credit for that graphic. So it's the time, or it's a good idea to so to basically collect all the ideas from you guys and to use it in coming days or in coming years. Okay. Then, so this one goal is to populate the central repository. The second goal is to increase the number of ideas in final apps developed this year. So I'll share the targets at the end of this presentation, and we have to increase the number of ideas from that. We have to increase the number of apps that were developed last year. We have to multiply that by 2, and that should be a target for this year. So you guys will be helping us reaching those targets as well. And finally, promote IEEE on social media. For Facebook, we have currently 13,000 likes, and we would really like to see the likes increased by 25,000. So we have to increase 12,000 likes by 31st December. I think it's quite doable. If every one of you supports us in doing that, we will be posting a lot of content there. So you guys have to reshare it, share it in your in your student branches, in your the Facebook page groups, which were created in your region, in your section, in your for the student branches, for different initiatives and activities. So we expect you guys to reshare everything what we post on our page, um, and make it trending on Twitter. So I think the hashtag would be IEEEmadC, and all of you guys who tweet a lot, so please keep following IEEEmadC Twitter page, retweet everything, and post your own content as well with the hashtag IEEEmadC, and do share your pictures there on Twitter as well with hashtag IEEEmadC, and we'll definitely retweet it from our page. Then finally, we just joined LinkedIn. IEEEmadC joined LinkedIn a couple of months ago. So we would really like to make a buzz there of IEEEmadC as well. So all of you who use LinkedIn actively, we will provide you with the links on the email after this presentation, and you guys can all follow IEEEmadC for any updates and then reshare it in your own network. So these are the collective goals which of ambassadors. So in the individual goals, the last point, I just wanted to focus on that, the reporting. So for the reporting part, these are the deadlines. These are also included in the ambassador guideline PDF, which I shared earlier. So there are 3 reports that are to be submitted in the ideas stage, and the 3 reports that should be submitted in the development stage, and there should be 1 final report. I'll tell you about the final report in the month of December. So for the first 6 reports, 3 of the idea stage and 3 of the development stage, you can use this link which is given below. So, and what should be included in these reports is basically you have to fill this form for complete report. So just remember this name, because the form will ask you which report you are submitting, and then you have to submit that report, and whatever asked in the in that form, you just have to fill the form, and that will be your report that will be submitted. So there is no Microsoft document that is needed in the form of a report. You just have to fill the form before these deadlines, so that we have your reports available with us before time. And this is one of the criteria basically for the best ambassador as well. So you have to tell what reporting what you were doing so far, and obviously you have to keep a record with you as well. So in the final report, you will be submitting almost everything. You will submitting how many ideas were submitted from your section, how much development was done, what kind of things you have arranged. For example, if you have arranged like 6 or 7 seminars, you guys will just summarize all of that, and you will write that I arranged 6 seminars and 5 workshops in my section, and the benefit was that the ideas submitted exceeded the last year's limits, and they were like, so for example, like 100 ideas were submitted, and people developed about 6 or 7 hundred apps or something like that. So so you guys can just simply write all of that in that final report. So Esborn just asked, is there a template for sample we are supposed to use when writing the report? No, there is no sample. You just have to go to this link. It's a Google form. You have to fill the Google form. You just have to put in the report name so that we know which report you're submitting. And if you submit before deadline, you guys will be you are credited for it. Please note that we might not be providing you with any reminders for the report, so you have to do that yourself. You have to you should know the deadlines, and you should set up some reminders for yourselves. And once you're so for example, if the first idea stage is report is due on 31st August, you guys should know that I have to fill the form before 31st August, or at least on 35 August. Okay. So this is all about the reporting. If you have any questions regarding reporting, just comment in the sections, in the comment section, and we'll respond there. Okay, so kindly share the reporting link here. Okay, so I'll do it just after this. And the reporting link is always available in your PDF file. So you have to you can you can access the reporting link there. In idea stage report 1, what do we have to do? You have to start. You should be promoting you should be promoting you should start promoting IEEEmadC. This is the first report's target. So you have to take some initiatives. You have to set up some systems. You have to come up with a solution to reach out to people and tell them that ideas stage is open. And the ideas in education stage is all about educating people about mobile application development, collecting ideas from them, sending those ideas to IEEEmadC. IEEEmadC will see if this idea is selected or not. If they're not selected, we will get back to you and we'll say, these reportings which you are, this idea is not good enough, and maybe you might want to submit some different ideas so that it gets selected. So we are going to help the participants getting their ideas selected. So we really want every idea to be selected, but the ideas will be selected based on some criteria, and we would really appreciate if that criteria is fulfilled. To answer Ben's question, I see idea stages in 3 reports. Will these ideas be different ideas or will be an improvements of the previous? Yeah, so ideas. So your reports should tell your progress. They should not be working on the ideas. Rather, you guys will be working on. Rather, you guys will be working with the participants and telling them. Um, um, telling them what IEEEmadC is all about and how you should submit your idea and what you have, what you want to, submit as an idea to IEEEmadC. All of that, it will be written, and everything what you're doing in idea stage will be a part of the report. So maybe in the first report you approached only 3 student branches, and in the next stage you went far ahead and you submitted, like for example, you approached like 10 student branches. So the first 3 will be covered in first report, while the other 10 will be part of the second report. And in the third report, maybe you say that, okay, so we submitted about 60 ideas from my section, and we also submitted so we also did 3 or 4 or 5 seminars or workshops. Esborn, there is a field which is given in the link, which asks for any links to the images. So for example, if you have arranged a seminar, post those links, post those images on Facebook or any other social media, and you just have to provide the link of that album in the form. So make sure your album is public so that we can see, and if we find it interesting, we might also repost it from our page. Okay, so most of you guys are asking for the link, so let me just write it here. So I think I just posted the link. Okay, so it's not working. Yeah, so Okay. So actually what the report should consist of, either content or we can use any images. So you should just summarize what you have done, and the images should be uploaded on Facebook and a link should be provided. So both things, you have to summarize what you have done. So if you have arranged 3 seminars, you just tell me what you have done. Like if you have arranged like 3 seminars, these consisted of, like, for example, then 3 workshops on Android development, and um, then and more than 250 people participated in that, and at the end of these 3 workshops we submitted 60 ideas on IEEEmadC portal. So this should be written in text form, and then you can always upload the pictures on Facebook and give us the link. So that's how it's going to work. So if there is any further reporting problems, just let me know. We will discuss more on Facebook. So Zepha, I'm sorry, I don't have any sample reports. So if you just go through the form, you'll realize that it's very easy and it's very simple how you're going to upload these reports. Okay, so moving on. What will ambassadors get? So here's a best part. So every ambassador, every active ambassador, and I'll consider active ambassadors based on the reports that you submit and the quality of events that you will arrange. So every active ambassador will get a special ambassador certificate that will be signed by IEEEmadC chair, and top 5 ambassadors will get the Best Ambassadors Award. And the criteria for that Best Ambassador will be uploaded on IEEE website as we go by. And here we decided that ambassadors are also invited to give their suggestions on the Best Student Ambassador Award and what should be the criteria for it. So if you guys are also invited to give your suggestions on how the ambassadors should be awarded, and you guys can comment now in the comment section, and we will definitely consider your suggestions while finalizing the criteria for Best Ambassador Award. The best ambassadors will be announced in the month of December, once the event is over and the apps are being judged and the contest winners are finalized. Then we will consider the ambassadors for the Best Ambassador Award, and they will also be announced in the month of December. The ambassador certificates will be provided either in December or in January. So we'll see the logistics. We'll see how we're going to dispatch these ambassador certificates, and once that is done, then we will be providing all of you with a special ambassador certificate. Okay, so Ben, the already done projects, they are not allowed in this event. So if you have already done a project on Android app or something like that, you cannot upload it here in this in IEEEmadC. IEEEmadC is all about developing, submitting an idea, and then developing it within the 2 months period. That will be the development phase after September. So in October and November, we will be providing you with a link that where you have to upload your idea. So in the first part, you only have to submit the idea only have to submit an idea, not the complete app. And we expect you to work on the app while your idea is once your idea is finalized. Then you will be working on the mobile app, and you will be developing it within the 2 months that are provided to you. And at the end of those 2 months, you will be submitting to us directly. So if you have, whether you have to upload it on Play Store or GitHub, we will be providing you the complete guideline on how to submit your project. There is a complete document that we'll be sharing with you guys on how you have to submit your project. But for now, we'll stick to the ideas phase, and hopefully, as we progress, you will be you'll see how we are so as we progress, everything which you wanted, that will be provided to you. But already made projects or already done projects, they're not allowed. So you have to build a project from scratch in the 2 months that are provided for the development. And I think 60 days is a very good time for the development of a mobile application. So these are some useful links. If you have not joined our WhatsApp group already, it's very active now. So it's very easy link. So you just copy the link from here, tiny.cc/join WhatsApp. Website, currently we're upgrading our website and making a few changes in it. So you can access our website at IEEEmadC.org. Most of you are connected to our Facebook page and our Twitter and ambassadors group. If you have not joined it already, please send in a join request. We will approve everyone by today or tomorrow. So we should have your joining request waiting there. We already sent invitations for Slack group. So if you have not received an invitation for Slack group, give me a message in private or email me and I'll send you a re-invite afterwards. Okay. Then once it's done, so okay, so these are very important timelines for this year. In August and September, we are in the idea submission and the education phase. So you can submit your ideas and you can educate your students until 30th September 2018. From 1st October, the development will start. So we will be shortlisting the ideas on the go, and we will be telling people that your idea is accepted or not. Once they submit the idea, we will be running them and scrutinizing them against the criteria, and if they complete the criteria, we will be selecting them, and we'll be telling those participants that okay, you should start work on it or not. And for the development, purely the development, it will take place in October and November, and you have to basically be vigilant while people are developing, so that so if they need any help or they need any clarity, ambassadors are the way to reach to IEEEmadC core team. So the ambassadors should be helping people develop their ideas. Maybe you can have a central place where people can come and develop their applications. Maybe some labs or something. So so something like that. And then we'll be announcing the winners in December 2018. And in this judging, the judging criteria is already provided and will be provided to you guys as well. You can see it on our website as well, and we'll be announcing the winners in December 2018 as well. And just to add, the best ambassador will also be announced in the December 2018. So yeah, so in the 1st August to 30th September, you have to consider workshops, lectures, and invoke people to give as many ideas to IEEEmadC as possible. So if you have 10 ideas, you just submit 10 ideas, and then we'll select it accordingly. But one team can submit 1 idea, and 1 member can part of maximum 2 teams. That used to be previously now 1 member can be a part of only 1 team.
And so from one team we expect one app idea, and the team consists of 3 people. So make sure you have maximum teams submitting, each submitting an idea, and we're really hopeful to get as many ideas as possible, and we're really very excited to see what you guys and how you guys and your students develop these different mobile applications. During the app development stage, you have to develop the apps, and this should be in accordance to the submitted idea. So the idea which you submit, you have to develop the app exactly for that, and you cannot change your idea once we have entered the application development stage. And finally, in the judging and award section, so we don't expect anything from the participants in there. So judges will be getting hold of the mobile applications, and they will be seeing what you have done so far, what you were doing, what you have you done, and they will be deciding the winners based on that. So, judging criteria. Um, Basically, an overview of judging criteria is the user experience. These are the part of judging criteria: the UI design, the user experience, usefulness, innovation and uniqueness, and the number of supported platforms. So if you created an app that is supported on multiple platforms, that will be, you know, more um, that will be, more more effective while we are judging. Um, so, as the ride asked, what are the judgment process? What are the platforms? Does it depend on the popularity of the platforms? Like, do the developers? Yeah. So the number of supported platforms, they will be very helpful as well. Haya, most of these slides are already a part of your ambassadors package. So if you just go and see the PowerPoint presentation there, you will find all this information there. Okay. So the winner categories are there. So there will be 3 prizes: first, second, and third prize, and there will be a Computer Society special prize. So that we are going to announce later on how it will work. And in case there are any changes in the winning categories, we'll tell you that as well later on. So before going any further, let me tell you what the stats were for IEEE 2017. So last MATC that we had, what are the stats for that? So there were about 560 ideas that were submitted, and obviously 560 ideas were submitted by a good number of teams, so the participants exceeded 1,000 participants. We developed 60 apps from those 560 ideas, and we got 13,000 likes on Facebook. And last year there were only 3 winner teams, so we did not give the third prize. Rather, it was given as the Computer Society special prize. And if you see here, your targets are about 2 times of all these targets. So 560 ideas last year. This year they make up to 1,120 ideas. 60 developed apps. So this year we are trying to develop more than 300 apps. So make sure that you guys are on the top of your game, because this year the ambassadors number is very high, and we're really expecting to have some very good apps developed from all over the world. So 60 is a very small number, and I think we are all up for it to beat it, and not only double it, but to multiply it 5 times and go up until 300 developed apps by the end of 2018. And I already told you about the Facebook likes. 13,000 already we have, and collectively it is everyone's target. It is the target of IEEE and IEEE ambassadors to increase this number
up until 25,000. And the winners, they will be increased, and they will be increased this year. At least one prize will be added, and you'll get to know about that later on. Okay, so for these are the winners for 2014 IEEE Um, for 2015, we got four awards. For 2016, if you see, now you can see the amount that is given to the first prize winner. So the first prize in 2016 was for $3,000. The second prize was for $1,500. The third prize was an iPad, and the Computer Society special prize was an iWatch and plus $500. And that year, young professionals also gave their prize for $1,000. Last year, we had three prizes. First one was for 3,000 US dollars. The other one was 1,500 US dollars for the second MATC award. And the IEEE Computer Society gave an Apple Watch to the Region 9 team from IEEE Bahia section in Brazil for their Clean Sea application. So all of these slides are available in your package. So you just go there and see how you're going to use these pictures as a motivation for your students. I already talked about the useful links. Yeah, so finally, so the ideas and education stage is already started. The link to that will be on is available on our the link to submitting your ideas is available on our website. I will email that very shortly to all the ambassadors. Hopefully, by the end of by the end of Sunday, you'll get the link in your emails that where you have to submit your ideas, and you guys can start promoting IEEEmadC in your respective section accordingly. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for all of your support. And if you have any questions, I'm available for it. I'll just shifting now to the YouTube so that we answer your questions, and then we will conclude this presentation now. So I guess Sarang already did a very good job in responding to most of the things. Sarang Sheikh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, he is the head of, or basically he is leading the IEEEmadC project this year. He is the chairperson for IEEEmadC this year, and really thankful to him for sparing some time and responding to the questions and queries of ambassadors. Yeah, Ajay, please go ahead and send your questions. Yes, they do have to submit reports, Ajay, and if you just go and see so let me just go back to the report schedule. There you go. This is the reporting schedule. So this is how you will be submitting your reports, and these are the so this is how you will be submitting your reports, and these are the deadlines. The deadlines. Tushar, yes, I think as Sarang reported earlier, one team can add three ideas, I think. As Sarang reported earlier, one team can add three ideas, I think. Okay, guys, let's switch to WhatsApp now. Thank you so much for all of your attention. I'll be responding to every one of you on WhatsApp. Thank you so much for joining us today. I think it was a very good session. And let's conclude this session now. So thank you so much for your time. I think it is just 1 hour we've completed. Thank you so much. And yeah, so Sadman Saqib, if I need again your support, then can I get it? If I need you on live conference during our branch seminar, um, please let us know well before time that what is the when is the live conference, or if you want us to be online, so that we may try to be at there when you want us to be. But nevertheless, we would really appreciate if you take this through. Even if you want us, please let us know well before time. Okay, Ali, that's a very valid question regarding the rights of submitted project ideas. Um, First things first, the ideas will not be made public. They will only be considered by the IEEE team, and even in IEEE, only three people will be looking on these ideas. And when they are looking at these ideas, we would be hiding the names and the email IDs from them, so they don't know who submitted the idea. They only have to say yes or no, accepted or rejected on the idea, and then we will be telling the concerned people about their idea, whether it is accepted or not. So I'm really hopeful that no idea will be misused, as no one is going to see it apart from three people in IEEE team. Okay, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. With that, we conclude this first meeting, and see you guys or on the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much.